Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the #1 review of series number 8. Series number 8 being the Outlaw dip line from ToughGuyChew.com. And the first entry will be the newest entry in the line, and that is the Southern Sweet Tea. So let's take a look at the packaging. That is a high gloss metal lid. The Outlaw emblem in the middle is raised, and it has a boxed raised rim. Now, due to the way they have lines around the upper portion, not the warning label so much, but up here, there's a number of small borders. It gives the effect that it might be a multiple tiered boxed rim. It is actually only one box, sort of like the U.S. smokeless tobacco style of Skoal and Copenhagen, although it looks like it's almost got a couple step-ups. The background there is what I am assuming is lemon and ice floating around in cold tea. Moving around to the sideband, you have branding, Outlaw branding, and manufacturer's information. This is a product of Ace Moist Snuff Incorporated of Hicksville, New York. All right, that is Tough Guy's actual name when it comes to, I guess that's probably what's on their like IRS tax forms and whatnot. So where was I here with this? Okay, so it is 100% domestic tobacco. Barcode, the flavor, and the fact that this is a 1.2 net weight ounce can, which is 34.02 grams. And that is about it, besides a little warning label on the side. There is nothing on the back, and I will check because I've never really thought about it before. There are no codes or whatnot, but there really doesn't have to be, because this stuff is always basically made fresh because it is small batch, and as I said in the opening for the series, you want to use it as soon as you get it because it does not keep no matter what you do. You can throw it in a deep freezer, doesn't matter. All right, use it as soon as you get it, or if there's going to be a little bit of a delay, put it in the fridge, but by the 30-day mark, use it even if it is refrigerated. Anyway, so that is the packaging. It's pretty good looking packaging. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the whole cowboy hat wearing skull and cross guns, but you know, whatever. So I'm going to cut into the band here. It's a very rubbery band. They usually cut okay though, and the lid and the can are sturdy enough that they will not give with your thumbnail. So, okay, that lid is cracked, and it's tough to get off. Wow. Oh, man, they really did a good job on the upgrade of the lids, let me tell you. Okay, so that's some strong smelling stuff. It is very tea-like, all right? I have never had a tea leaf alternative dip, but I'm imagining that in their natural form, they'd smell something like this. Doesn't come off as overly sweet, but at the same time, there is no salt registering in the scent whatsoever. It's definitely tea with a maybe a light underlying of like a lemon. So I'm going to show you the product in the can. Now, that is actually what it looks like in person. Okay. It is extremely moist, almost glistening, as you can see. It has the fat cut. Now, the fat cut, people say, is, people rave on about the fat cut. This stuff usually, with me personally, now I have like very uneven teeth in the bottom, especially this wonky one off to the side. This stuff is not a preferred cut for me. Okay, it leaves a trail going around the side, and for whatever reason, it works its way. The way it's cut, the pieces work their way in between my teeth. I don't know if that's just me or other people have that problem. Let me show you the can lid because you might get a better idea. It's chew. It's fine chopped chew. That's something else you need to remember. Okay? That is not a stringy dipping tobacco cut. All right? The stuff holds together, pinching and whatnot. That's because the moisture level is absolutely through the roof. So let me try to get... It holds together, but as you can see, that's not really strands. It's sort of... well, no. Okay. That's what you're doing with your fingers. So, number one, don't do what I just did and have a paper towel around. It's sort of actually more along the cuts, and I hate to say this because I am definitely not putting it in the same category, but it's sort of like the cut of, you know what, I really hate saying this, but it's almost along the lines of like kayak, only this stuff actually clings to itself. There's no weird background smell, and basically it's a quality product, unlike kayak. So I'm going to throw a little bit of this in right now, and then I'm going to have to hit the pause button, and I'll show you why in a second. That is why. Okay? And I'm back. And I'm going to spit for you. All right. That was actually fairly tame for this stuff. When I first got up and went into the bathroom, it was near black. So it's going to be hard for me to explain the labor. I'm explaining labor now. The flavor of this, because I am not a Southerner, obviously. I am from the Northeast Corridor, and as such, although I have been in the South many times, I cannot say I am any way, shape, or form in the position to explain good and bad sweet tea flavors. This is what I do know. The product is strong, okay? It is... My whole cheek's tingling, basically. It's the nicotine absorption is extremely obvious. Not in the way like a wintergreen dip would be. It's not a burn, but it's definitely going on, and it's going on everywhere, on my gum and on the cheek as well. Now, this stuff does have a raised nicotine level. Okay, so although it is chew like Hawken, the nicotine level is way up, unlike Hawken. Okay, so it is an iced tea, what we call iced tea around here, flavor. It is what in where I'm from here we would be put forth as, like, you know, a homemade tea, iced tea, something that, you know, you got a jug of boiling water, added tea bags to, or actual tea leaves, strained it off, added lemon and sugar. The product is sweet, but not as sweet as, it's as sweet as what we would call around here a homemade tea. Okay, around here you get a lot of bottled, mass-produced iced tea. It's either Wawa or Turkey Hill, or this is the sweetness isn't to that level. Okay, you don't get the feeling the stuff's been processed in like high fructose corn syrup or anything like that. Okay, there is a sweetness to it, and I believe sweet tea in the South, I mean, people from my area that go down there, they're surprised that it's not, the sugar bomb like the store-bought stuff we get. It's sweet. It's definitely tea-ish, and there is a definite heavy presence, undertone of lemon. Which would make sense because Tough Guy in the regular line does have a lemon. It is one of two that I've never had of the regular line. All in all, this is really good. Very different. It is very different. It's different in two ways. It's different from the dip standpoint, and also if this is fairly close to what sweet tea, Southern sweet tea translates into dip, then anybody that's not from the Southeast is going to find the flavor different from that aspect too, if that makes any sense. So all in all, it's a quality package. The can is very sturdy. Okay, it doesn't seem brittle or anything. The lid is good. It's a pretty good looking package. Now, anybody that's been around a little while here knows that I am by no means an Outlaw fanboy, but I mean, it's a pretty good looking package. The Outlaw emblem is a little comical in my mind, but whatever. So the packaging's good. The product itself is very moist, and it has a good cling because of the high moisture. And it's not a terrible cut. It's not a stoker's cut though, because you're not dealing with the same type of tobacco. You're not dealing really with dip tobacco. You're dealing with fine cut chew. And that's why in the opening video I highlighted the point that it is tax class C, because in the federal government's mind, this is chew. And that's good enough for me. Gets the juices running. Definite nicotine. Definite. I have not been feeling well today, and to tell you the truth, there's been so much nicotine here that I'm actually sort of feeling like, okay, let's go do something. but I'm not. Flavor is good. It's different. It's very different. Different from the dip aspect, and different from me from, the tea aspect as well. All in all, pleasant experience, and worth. These are listed, but they're basically indefinitely on sale for $4.99 a can. The only place you can get them is on the website, which is toughguychew.com. I am by no means affiliated with them. I am not looking to be affiliated with them. But they do put out a quality product, but that is the only place you can get the product. That's why I'm highlighting that. There is no distribution to stores, and there probably will not be. Anybody that's waiting for this to pop up in their local gas station, you're going to be waiting a while, all right? Because basically to do that, they'd have to overhaul the entire company. So go over to toughguy.com and see what they have in stock. But this one is definitely, it's just different. It's good, and it's different. So it's, and it's got a lot of nicotine. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's Siberia or anything like that, but it's there. It's definitely there. Gets the juices running. All in all, this is double thumbs up, okay? It's good. I don't know what else to say. It is really good. Now, as I said, you do have to order, and the only place is the online site. That said, though, you're not going to get hit with a northerner shipping and handling. Okay, the shipping and handling for 4 of these cans for me was like $4. It comes first class, obviously, but it was like $4 and some change. So 4 cans and the shipping, I think it was a hair under or a hair over $28 altogether. Anyway, this has been the review of Outlaw's Southern Sweet Tea. It is a winner. You should try it. Definitely. Definitely. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.